I actually feel good. Well, I still have my cold, but I happened upon when I get little breakthroughs in my life with coming out of my slump and seeing that I'm progressing and things are look hopeful. I feel good. It doesn't take much. I found a website, no, a YouTube channel called Psychotherapy Academy. And see, I'm looking through the mirror to see the viewfinder, see that it's in focus. And because I looked up, I was reading the borderline manual. I'm not going to go get it because I am naked, about to hop in the shower. Um, Making sure there's no mirrors behind me. And I was going over again the definition of a dialectic, because there's dialectical behavioral therapy, there's cognitive behavioral therapy, which I finally figured out is, cognition, your mind, thinking. You need to change a habit, you change the habit. Whereas with dialectical behavioral therapy is more of acceptance of the situation and you want to change it, as opposed to you're accepting your present situation. That's it's about the validation of the way you're feeling and how you are right now with your improper behavior. Like if you're cutting yourself because it makes you feel, gives you relief to tension, or like me, if you're masturbating or whatever, or eating or whatever, and it's not just like with CBT where it's like, okay, you're doing this bad behavior, stop doing the bad behavior. So it recreates the invalidation, like that's what your parents said. Stop being a stupid idiot and just change it. So then you feel like shit. Or I feel like shit. So with DBT is like you go, okay, I know cutting yourself, it makes you feel good. It lowers the pressure, the stress. You feel less anxious. You feel good. And then, so then you feel validated. You feel like, okay, this person, you're open. You feel good. This person is listening to me, cares about me, So, and you want to, I'm not saying but, because apparently you don't say but, because you're not trying to give a caveat, or you're not trying to invalidate what you just said. Cutting makes you feel good, and you want to lower the amount of times that you cut, You want to add on to that. You feel like let's say you want to make something with your life. You don't say, "Oh, I'm a piece of shit now. I want to be better. I'm not going to feel good until I get to where I want to go." No, you accept where you are. I'm here. This is my situation. However, I want to add more to it, So understanding that, and what a dialectic is, see, the validation and accepting of your present situation or whatever it is kind of like the gray area. So people with borderline tend to see things in extremes, right? You're a piece of shit, or you're my best friend. If you're my best friend and then you do something that pisses me off, you're a piece of shit. It's two extremes. It's black or white. Whereas with a dialect is like you can be your best friend and do something occasionally that sucks, right? But it's still your best friend. So you can be best friend and do shitty things at the same time. That's a dialectic. The gray area. You can be both at the same time. You could be a piece of shit, but sometimes do something that's cool. Like the guy. I can see that now. I can't always see that. Sometimes I'm like, fuck this guy. He doesn't really care about me. He's a nice guy, but he's a piece of shit at the same time. Selfish, self-absorbing person who is doing everything for his own benefit and doesn't care about anyone else. But at the same time, it's nice being with him, and there's some good moments when we do have him. So it's accepting that as a situation. Now, of course, I can make the decision whether to flush him or not. Which I haven't yet. But I'm not running after him either. He'll come after me. The other day, I just said I feel tired or whatever, and I'll take a rain check. We'll see each other another time. The importance is that I don't see him as a guy who fucked me over. I just see him as a guy. Sometimes I see him, and sometimes I don't. That's how I have to see him. Because if someone like that would make me feel shit, it's not a good person in my life. But it's all a matter of what's in my head. So that's stuff I'm trying to work on. That's part of working on your emotional regulation, And I hope I explained dialectic properly. It seemed to come out of my mouth pretty well. If you have any questions, let me know. And I like the fact that there's sometimes holes in my day when I have a cold and I'm not wallowing in self-pity. I'm still trying to do stuff. I'm going to go out to the dollar store and get some cleaning supplies for this mess. But I'm not cleaning the mess. I'm just creating rituals, if you saw my other video. But just buy this stuff and just get out of the house, Days like this are good because then I feel open enough to learn a little bit more about my mental progression, which needs to catch up to my physical progression, and so that everything else is good.